Planet X, also known as Nibiru, was first mentioned back in 1976 in a book titled The 12th Planet. In it, the author had included his translation of ancient Sumerian cuneiform and claimed that the text was proof that there is a planet beyond Pluto. This new 9th planet, called Nibiru, apparently orbits a sun every 3,600 years and is the same size as Neptune, meaning it's around 10 times heavier than Earth. Apparently, during the solar system's infancy, the planet was knocked out of the planet-forming region next to the sun, and the planet then ended up settling into a distant elliptical orbit, and that's where it's still currently sitting. What is up, you guys? Hope you're having an awesome day. I'm your host Ayman Hassan, and welcome back to another video. Today we are orbiting around the top 10 scary Planet X theories. Starting off at number 10 is the CATACLYSM. Back in 1995, years after the 12th Planet was published, psychic Nancy Leader claimed that she had some sort of communication with extraterrestrials from the Zeta Reticuli star system through an implant put in her brain as a child. She shared that they told her Planet X would sweep through the inner solar system and crash into Earth in 2003 and destroy most of humanity. That clearly didn't happen since it's 2020, and we are very much still standing on an intact Earth. The date was then moved to 2012 and linked to the Mayan calendar 2012 phenomenon, which again, spoiler alert, did not happen, and then the date just continued to be delayed. NASA scientists like David Morrison are sick and tired of having to debunk the Nibiru doomsday theory because he thinks the planet simply does not exist. Even if it did, something of that size traveling closer and closer to Earth would eventually become visible to the naked eye, which it currently isn't. On the other side, the orbit of Planet X simply isn't consistent with celestial mechanics. I mean, yes, this is all speculation, but damn it, David, way to be a downer. Coming in at number 9 is the cover-up. So NASA has gone on record and said they don't believe Planet X is real, but many skeptics think NASA fully believes the planet is heading straight for Earth, and that's why they're trying so hard to cover up its existence. A huge percentage of American citizens believe NASA gets as much funding as the Department of Defense, so they can basically do whatever they want, when in reality their budget is 0.5% of that, so I mean, LOL. But I get why people think this though. Back in 1983, NASA launched IRAS, aka the first ever space telescope that would be able to survey the sky at infrared wavelengths. The satellite later made headlines due to sensing this unknown huge object described to be as large as Jupiter and so close to Earth that it would be part of this solar system. They then quickly went back on that statement, saying there were actually many unidentified objects, 9 of them were faraway galaxies, and the one that was mistaken for Planet X was actually a galactic cirrus. Yeah, as if. I feel like that was just a cop-out explanation to try and sway people. It did not work on me. At number 8, we have the alien race. In the book 12th Planet, the author Zakaria talks about how Planet X is inhabited by an alien race known as the Anunnaki. Now, Anunnaki also appeared as deities in the mythological traditions of ancient Assyrians, Sumerians, Babylonians, and more. They're also referred to as the Nephilim in the Bible. The book claimed there were ancient texts that said space travelers came to Earth looking for minerals and gold. The aliens didn't want to do all the work themselves, so they blended their DNA with humans to create a new slave race. This supports what the myth said about the Anunnaki and how they don't have physical forms, so they have to take over the bodies of animals. Maybe the animals were actually us. The author went on to say ancient alien astronauts visited Earth way back when and changed human history by building the pyramids. Wasn't that the Egyptians though? Hello, credit where it's due. Filling our number 7 slot is Mount Kilauea. David Meade is this American Christian conspiracy theorist who made many predictions about doomsday in regards to Planet X. He also claimed the 2018 eruption of Mount Kilauea was due to the arrival of Planet X and it weakening the magnetic field of the Earth. Planet X's gravitational pull is making things like eruptions and earthquakes a lot more common. Meade goes on to say the planet affects the magnetic field of the sun, which impacts Earth's magnetism, hence we get events like the eruption of Mount Kilauea. I mean, do we believe David? Do we not? He also said Planet X would hit Earth in September of 2017, which didn't happen. He also said October 15th of that year would bring about 7 years of natural disasters and nuclear war, which also didn't happen. So looking not totally believable right now there, buddy. Now at number 6 is a secret launch. So at the start of 2018, Elon Musk's SpaceX launched a secret government payload known as Zuma. The rocket took off from Cape Canaveral and millions watched the live feed, but just as the first stage of separation occurred, the feed was abruptly cut. The Pentagon and SpaceX both refused to say what the rocket was holding, but Northrop Grumman, the maker of the payload, shared that it was for the government and would be delivered to low Earth orbit. However, things got super juicy when conspiracy website Someone's Bones revealed Elon was obsessed with the planet X. He wanted to say he had known Musk for 10 years and that the government most likely promised him life after Nibiru if he cooperated, and he obviously did. That explains why the payloads are classified, but again, Musk has never publicly talked about Planet X, so I mean, I don't know. Theorists believe the rocket was carrying scientific equipment that they're gonna use to gauge Nibiru's timeline, which I mean, no shit, toddler could have told you that. Coming in at number 5 are the biblical passages. So David Meade, the conspiracy theorist I mentioned previously, claimed the Bible is what inspired his theory that there would be 7 years of anarchy. Revelation 12:1 and 2 refers to this great sign appearing in heaven, and a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. He analyzed this and said on April 23rd the moon and sun will be in Virgo, and so will Jupiter, which represents the Messiah. This was dismissed ASAP when experts found out that this alignment only happens once every 12 years. The theory then changed to another planetary alignment, the line of the tribe of Judah, and this alignment is supposedly the rapture of us all. At number 4 is Tiamat. I'm only just getting used to pronouncing Nibiru, and now we've just introduced this whole other planet called Tiamat. Come on guys, I'm not a linguist, although I'm very good at enunciating. According to Nigel Watson, the author of the UFO Investigations Manual, Zakaria went into great detail about how Earth was created, and it wasn't because of the Big Bang Theory. According to the book, Nibiru collided with the planet Tiamat, which was located in between Jupiter and Mars. That collision created not only Earth, but the asteroid belt as well. Frankly, I don't believe Earth was created from the collision of 2 planets. Like, no. The existence of said planets remaining unknown, so make it make sense. Filling at number 3 slot is the video. So a few weeks ago, the channel Planet X uploaded a video of a bunch of luminous objects floating in the sky. It was filmed by someone in Japan, and they flooded the video bio with hashtags like hashtag Nibiru, hashtag 2 suns, hashtag Planet X, hashtag Nibiru system. This video confirmed to a lot of people the nearing of Planet X and the Nibiru wormwood system visible in Japan. As much as I want to believe they saw the star system in their sky, a lot of people commented about them being military type flares, not Planet X, and that seems a lot more credible. Now at number 2 are the reflectors. This one comes from conspiracy theorist Matt Rogers, who also believes that the existence of Planet X is being covered up, but he thinks the moon and sun are involved. Rogers told The Express that there's no way that what we're seeing in the sky is the moon. It's meant to be a crater-filled planet, not a beam of light. He believes NASA is using another reflector up there that blocks us from seeing Planet X. He goes on to say the moon right now is way too bright and white. We can't see the stars at night because this thing is reflecting the light. Wake up, sheeple. And finally, at number 1 is the disrespect. Honestly, I am appalled. In 1930, our beloved Pluto was named the 9th planet from the sun. From 1992 onwards, it suffered disrespect and humiliation constantly. Is it really a planet? It's too small to be a planet. We'll call it a dwarf planet. I mean, come on, it has 5 of its own moons. It's small, but it's trying its best. Like me. Then out of nowhere, we are now considering that Planet X is the 9th planet. We are choosing a planet that's existence is yet to be proven over Pluto. We love Pluto. We have history with Pluto. We trust Pluto. Pluto made a great impression when meeting our parents. But Planet X, they're not interchangeable, you guys. The disrespect is unbeatable. And if we're being honest, Pluto is just a lot catchier than Nibiru. Gotta tell it like it is, facts only. And that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you think Planet X is real. Do you believe the conspiracy theorists, or do you believe NASA? I mean, but at this point, who really believes NASA? You know what I mean? Let me know what you thought in the comments below. As always, I'm your host, Eamon Hassan. Goodbye, sheeple. Bye.